What we're gonna do is take our scraps from our croissant dough and we're gonna be making them into croissant loaves. This is all the trim from the croissant we've been making. You can see that I have all these wonderful layers of dough and butter. And that's what's gonna make our croissant loaf really tender and tasty. Take this to the machine or the shader. Each pass that I do will make it a little bit thinner. I like to go down to about 8 millimeters. And that just helps really integrate it and bring it together. So I'm gonna wrap it up so it doesn't dry out. So I'm actually gonna rest this in the fridge for a little bit, maybe like 5 minutes. Now we're gonna cut these, one so we could braid it, and also to get the weight that we want. It's about 1.5 inches, eyeballing it a bit, doesn't have to be too exact. Now we're braiding. Alrighty, nice and tight. If you don't make it nice and tight, there'll be a bunch of holes in your loaf. You don't want that. Because a lot of times these loaves, we slice them before we use it. So you want to see a nice, beautiful crumb in there. Okay. And again, to achieve a really nice crumb, we found that sort of contracting it and giving it a nice roll. It gets out any air bubbles, any gaps. It's a nice, beautiful loaf. That way, when it's sliced open for French toast, it has a nice uniform crumb. These are our loaf pans. Just go there. These guys get refrigerated overnight and they'll be proofed and baked tomorrow. This is the finished croissant loaf. He sat overnight at around 0 degrees Celsius. In the morning, a baker pulled him over into the proofer. After proofing for about 2 hours, he goes into our oven. The oven starts out around 390 degrees Fahrenheit, gets a nice, beautiful crust, and then it goes down after about 15-20 minutes to about 350 degrees to finish baking it all the way through. I'm gonna cut this guy open to show you guys the beautiful crumb that can be achieved by folding croissant trim together. All right, let's see. So we have the nice even crumb that's happening here that was achieved through all the folding and all the layers of the dough and the butter, sheeting it down nice and thin so you don't have any big chunks of butter floating around in there. And even if you look on the side, you see all the nice layers that were achieved. That's where you get the flakiness from, and that's why it's such a great product to be able to make even with just the trim. Some really cool things that we do with the croissant loaves include making a wonderful French toast. And again, instead of ending up in the landfill, it ends up on your table.